It was never a rebuild.
Edward then heard another voice coming from his left. But this voice sounded all too familiar. Edward hesitantly looked over and stared in shock. What he saw could not have been real. There, on another siding, facing away from him, was another old engine. But unlike the one to his right, this one was rusty to the point where you could still see his original paintwork. And this engine looked to be in a bright green paint scheme. This engine had 4 trailing wheels at the front, 6 large driving wheels, and 2 small trailing wheels at the back. It looked to be a hybrid of an Atlantic and an A1 Pacific specifically. Edward couldn't believe what he was seeing. Then he thought to himself, maybe this was just another engine. This thought slightly relieved him. That was until he looked over at its tender. Like the engine, the tender was rusty as well, but to the point where you could still see its original paint scheme. Not only could you see the paintwork, but through all the rust, Edward could make out a large 3 on the engine's tender. Edward couldn't handle what he was seeing. As soon as his tender was filled up with water, he darted out of the scrapyard and didn't stop until he made it to Sodor.